Hello. This video is going to demonstrate how to use the copy estimate utility to move an estimate from version 9 to version 10. It can also be used to move an estimate from version 10 to version 10, even within the same database, like cloning a job. So in order to get started, I'm going to go here to Start and to Programs and select the Cert-In software folder. This is version 10, Windows version 10 that I'm using. Version 7 and 8 should be similar. Once I've got the copy estimate utility icon selected, I can click it. It starts the program, and the next thing it starts the launching program, and then I can just launch the copy utility, and it shows me the form that is used to import the archive estimate. The form is split into two different sides, the source side and the destination side. The destination side is currently disabled and will remain that way until it finds it has information telling it where this estimate is coming from. When the program starts, both the source and destination side should be pointing to my current version 10 EST data folder. We have noticed that on some networks it doesn't point to the proper place correctly because of security issues and the way that network has been set up. It will not find the data correctly and it will not properly identify itself. That's not really a serious problem because we give you the ability to go locate your data. In the bottom, between the two forms here, we have this drive selection toolbox that allows me to go and select what drive I want to go and find my data on. And if I had my data out on my server some location, or any place out on my server, or on some other drive on my computer, I can go do that. And that's particularly the case that I'm going to use here. My version 9 software is located on drive E. It's under Apps on drive E, under Cert-In under drive E, and in here I have a lot of different data folders. I can select an archive folder. You might recognize that we've been using E data and then a date number for when that archive was created, or I can use an EST data folder. In this case, for this particular demonstration, I'm going to use the version 9 EST data folder where my estimates are located. Once I've got this selected correctly and I've got these folders open, you don't want to go any further than this. Just go to that EST data folder and click Open Selected. Once Open Selected is pressed, you will see all the bids that are in here. I am going to use bid number 26 as my demonstration. I go down to 26 and I highlight it. Immediately, the bottom side of this form shows me the name of the job and shows me directory information. It's important to look at this directory information. If this directory information stops at the word EST data or wherever your base system is at and doesn't show you an EPL folder, do not attempt to import that job. That's why version 8 data cannot be imported. We did not use EPL folders in version 8, so you can't use this to import version 8 data into version 10. In order to do that, you first have to go from version 8 to version 9, and then you can import it directly into version 10. There has to be a conversion factor. It has to be the data has to be changed so that it's compliant with the new versions of our software. So once I know that I've got a EPL 26 or a EPL 26-1 or something like that, it can have a dash and a -1, -2, -3. That will not affect it. But as long as it starts with EPL, I know I've got a good folder. And at the same time, something else has occurred. On my destination side, it has now become active. I can actually move around and go to different locations. I could decide where I want to go to. So if your choice is to move this data from version 9 to some folder out on your server that is an archive folder or whatever it is you want to go to, or you want to send it to a change order directory or whatever you want to do with it, you can change where it's going to. You can push it to whatever data directory you want to go to. In my case, I'm going to bring it into my active working version 10 EST data folder. So all of this is already set up correctly for me. That's why it defaults to that, so it makes it easy for me. It's already been set up how I want to do it. Once I've got that selected, I click on Open Selected, and I go ahead and scroll down to the bottom of the list. One of the reasons for scrolling to the bottom of the list is I want to see what my bid numbers are, what bid numbers I have available. And what I am trying to do is I'm trying to import this so that it is properly numbered in our system. I noticed that on our bid side I have a bid number 10, so I should not duplicate either for bid number or bid ID that number 10. So I know that I shouldn't use a 10 if I wanted to do that. So what I'm going to do now is I've got this selected, I'm going to import it. The program immediately pops up a form telling me what the assigned bid number is and what number I want to give this new bid in my new version 10. And it defaults to allowing me to use the bid number that was originally assigned to this job. But I'm going to change this to 11 because I'm creating a new database over here. I can leave 26 over in version 9. It can stay there. But in version 10, it's going to be my bid number 11. And I click OK. Once I do that, it closes out the source section, and in the destination section it scrolls to the bottom showing me that I've got a bid number 11 demo electrical already imported into the estimating system. So once I've done that, I can close out of here. I don't have to close out. I don't have to leave this area. I can go and copy 5 or 6 or 7 jobs. I can't do multiples at the same time, but I can do individual ones. I can do a number of individual ones at a time if I want to. And then I close my copy utility. Now I'm going to start the estimating system because I want to make sure that I have a good copy rather. So I go ahead and log in, and there's my job. Over here on the right hand side is a hint. This job has been brought in, but it has not been retotaled. So I'm going to have to retotal it before I do anything. Sometimes people bring a job in and they go directly to print it. Don't do that. The first thing you want to do is you want to click on standard takeoff, and it should open up to your standard takeoff form, and it should show you information. If it doesn't, you can use, as long as your icon is flashing down here in this screen, see that little thing flashing over here on the left, the icon flashing on the left hand side, I can use the page up buttons on my keyboard to go through my whole estimate, see that I've got stuff. So if it shows like it's working correctly, then I can close here and I can do anything I want. Well, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope it's useful and allows you to do the copy estimate utility correctly.